Hey everybody, thanks for coming back to another episode of Detecting Our Past.
We're up here at the commissary. It's our first time out this summer, and we're looking to find some good digs and have a great time.
And I think it's Father's Day weekend, so I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for being such an amazing father to me and taking me on these amazing adventures. And
You're such a weird guy. You're so weird.
I am your father. Anyway, without further ado,
I'm River.
I'm Jeff.
And welcome to
Detecting
Detecting
Our
Our Past.
Tone of the day. If you see right here, this looks like some fragments to an old comb. I think that is an old pocket comb, but it is metal. It's metallic. I'm not sure exactly what its compound is, but it came up as 64 on the detector. But first, cool find of the day. Even got some nice sunshine to show it off. But I'll get it cleaned up and we'll show it to you soon. Dirt. You can see a little bit of a live dig here. Is it complete? Looks like there's a handle. Doesn't feel like it is. Oh. So that is another handle to one of the spoons that we find so many of up here at this site that we call the commissary. And I'm going to continue to search this hole and see if the actual spoon part is still in here somewhere. So I'll report back. Spoon handle. Pretty cool stuff. This lead from this spot right here in that beautiful area, and it's a piece I haven't seen before. If anybody's got any information on that type of round, let me know. But it looks really old. It could even be homemade. I'm sure a lot of these were up here. But another great artifact up here at the commissary. Really cool piece. Rang high on the detector, so I got a little bit more excited than I should have. Okay, a little bit of a live dig here, and it looks like, oh yes, half of an old beat up can. Wah, wah, wah. You win some, you lose some. Looks like there's still a little bit more in the hole here. I put my glove on. Always detect with gloves. I am getting lucky today out here at the commissary because I think that I just found, look at that, another spoon. Same one, same design. Maybe this one will have some kind of, oh yeah, looks like the relief is a little bit higher on this one. It'll have some kind of marking on there. Another spoon. That's fantastic. That's great. And this one is straight. You don't find them straight very often, but this guy is as thin as a piece of paper. I'm so amazed that it's even in one piece. It feels like you could just crumple this up like a piece of tinfoil. if you wanted to, which I don't. Great, awesome. It's always cool to find one of these. Very cool. So often out here is the old tobacco cans, and that is a great example of why it's so challenging to detect in this area. And it takes a lot of time and a lot of patience because you're digging targets that are, I mean, they're interesting, but they're not of a lot of historical interest. Certainly no monetary value, of course. But that is the Prince Albert in a can. One more. Had another tone right here, and it was pretty close to the top, but this one is interesting because it still has some of the original paint and the original lettering on here, which we never ever find. So maybe we will try to get that guy cleaned up a little bit and get a new perspective on these tobacco cans that we find so many of. Very interesting to finally see lettering or paint on one of these things. Here's a cool relic that we've been finding up here the last couple of seasons, and that's the very, very old shotgun shell. And these are super, super old, probably 120 years old. I would say maybe a little bit more, but super old. And it is, like we were talking about, it's really challenging out here to dig at this site because it's an old cleared encampment, and the nails and the Prince Albert in the cans and all of the daily usage items are just everywhere. So it's challenging to learn how to set your detector, but it also helps you become a really good detectorist in the field. You can start to learn how to discriminate on your specific machine's tones and separate some of the sounds that you're getting out here from just the garbage nails, and look for pieces that you do want, like that beautiful shotgun shell. We'll get it cleaned up and show it off. Hey, here's a cool find. That is big, and it was loud on the detector. Look at that. It's an old cook pot. A big, old, collapsed cook pot. The handle is still on it, and it is flat as a pancake. Look at that. That made a lot of stew. For a camp like this, they probably would have had to feed anywhere from 5 to 15 people a day. And that is just the size of a cooking kettle or cook pot you would want. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave this here. It's just too big to pack out. Very crazy. Cook pots.
So this rang up about a 72 on the detector, and it's right here, and I think it might be an old shell casing. Oh, it's not. Oh!
Whoa, what do you got? No way!
No way, that's really cool.
Hold it up again.
That is an old vintage Seattle Supersonics lighter.
Oh, wow.
And us here in Seattle have all been very, very upset that the owner of Starbucks bought the Supersonics and then sold them, and now we don't have a basketball team. But, you know, that's a really cool modern find.
Nice. You had a crazy high tone in this hole. It came up at like a 92. And that's, where is this thing? What the heck? Oh my God. That looks like gold to me, buddy.
Does. Oh my God, wow.
That's a belt buckle. It's got a word on it. It's got a word. Oh, wow. We got gold. We got gold.
Let's go.
Oh, we got gold.
Nice.
Woo!
You know what that means?